Welcome to Insane Asylum Season 2. We start off with an investigation into a private home. This started when we got told by some friends who recently bought a 95-year-old home in a small town in Wisconsin. They told us that the home had some activity.
No, can't.
That is.
Good evening, everybody.
Oh, it
Welcome
can't
to
be.
Insane Asylum.
Is it evening? Is it dark out?
Yes, it is.
It's
It is
dark.
pitch dark.
It's dark.
It's dark.
You gotta be careful because when it's dark out, that's when the zombies come out.
I thought it was Boogeyman.
Are
Are you
you
sure it wasn't the Boogeyman?
Zombies.
Zombies? Oh,
Zombies.
Yeah, I suppose this time it would be zombies, wouldn't it?
Yes.
This
It's
time, with
zombies.
everything that's going on, I'd believe it.
It's zombie time.
So anyway, welcome to Season 2 in the Insane Asylum. Tomorrow, we go back out on the trail of investigating, looking for ghosts, UFOs, Bigfoot, sea monsters, lake monsters, you name it, we're looking for it. You know, if it's unexplained, unheard of, we want to know about it. You know, you got a ghost bugging you at home, and you want to investigate us.
Wait.
Ghostbusters.
You got a ghost
We ain't gonna-
bugging you at home and you want to investigate us?
No, investigate.
That's
it.
what you just
You
said.
Want us to investigate
No.
it.
No, you just said and you want to investigate us.
Now stop being a dumbass.
I'm not being a dumbass. I'm actually telling you exactly what you said. And I'm not the only one. I guarantee you other people heard you.
Nope, nobody heard me.
Whatever.
I'm special. Nobody heard
Special ed.
me. She's changing the colors on my light. Look at it's glowing.
Yep, because you're special ed. You're specially
Are you gonna
educated.
Stop playing the game.
Maybe. I'm thinking about it.
You're thinking about it.
Yes, I'm thinking about it.
God help us
I had
all.
to. I had to finish. I had to finish that one
He's
little
actually
mission that was up.
thinking.
Oh, wait. You gotta wait till you see smoke before you really say anything.
I still
What?
think that's fucking
I don't
dangerous.
have smoke. I haven't smoked since October.
Are you telling me you don't have smoke coming out of your ears when you're thinking?
Normally, no.
Okay, Steve.
Let's see if I'm on the right. No, I'm not on the right one. I
So
got three
tomorrow-
different fucking browsers, and I can't pick the
He's
right
not even
one.
paying attention. We got a show going on, and he's paying more attention to his browser.
What do you mean? I'm trying to get into the Facebook. You told me to quit that thing. I quit that thing. Now I'm trying to get into the Facebook. So you can just suck my nuts.
No,
Yes.
go suck your own nuts in a corner somewhere. You're being punished. Go stand in a corner until you're told not
Whatever.
to.
Oh, wait a minute. That's not the one I want.
Only thing you're allowed to do is lick your own ass, since you can bend that far over.
You tend to lick your own balls.
Better,
Oh
than
my
licking,
God.
better than licking my own ass. Hell, if I could
It's
suck
just
my
like the
dick,
first
I'd
day
stay
in
home all
kindergarten.
day.
Do I need to get out the ruler, people?
So here we go.
Why? Do we want to measure them?
No! So that when you be naughty, I
You know,
can slap you across the
last
knuckles.
time that happened, the last time they were going to bring out a ruler and measure him, it almost caused a few of us to get kicked out of a bar in Madison.
Yes, I know. I've heard that story. I don't know how many damn times.
But anyway, welcome to Season 2. This is kind of like
Season 2.
our live episode before we go on our first investigation.
Finally! We've only been waiting for 2 months.
Yeah, well, you know, with this, the lockdown's still active, so we can't go to any particular place.
Hi, Molly.
Good evening, Molly.
Hi, Molly. So, anyway, we're going to be having a little bit of fun tomorrow.
Yeah, with some new toys.
Yep, we got all our new toys.
Yeah.
So, hey, Molly, now that you're here and everything, what do you guys like on your tombstone?
What do you like on your tombstone? I like that one. Well, I like that pizza. Well, there's
Tombstone
nothing wrong with
pizza's good,
Tombstone
but I'm
pizza.
not making Tombstone. I'm making my pizzas.
But how do you know he's not talking about the thing you find in the graveyard? It's like, what was that? That's in a movie reference. That exact line. What do you like on your tombstone, or what are we gonna put on your tombstone, or what do you want us to put on
I
your
don't
tombstone?
remember what movie that's from either. She lived an awesome life.
Uh, it
Molly,
was from
she lived an awesome life.
Half Baked. It was Half Baked during the hazing of the
Well,
freshmen.
maybe
the
I'd like to be
incoming
full baked.
freshmen. So,
It came through.
Well, I know it came through. I just said I wasn't going to say it out loud.
well,
Oh,
what difference does it make?
doesn't matter. Whoever's watching gets this up here too. So
You know,
Oh, Tom hates olives.
you have to cover it with olives. Black. or
I will
green?
make sure I have both black and green olives all over it.
Oh, yum! I love black or green olives on my pizza.
Hi, Tom.
Good evening, Tom.
We'll
Or
make sure we have plenty of them
Dr.
on there.
Purr. So, anyways, I'm just kind of curious.
Dr. Purr reported for duty.
What do you like on pizzas? Because I was thinking keeping it simple. I was thinking keeping it simple and just make like a pepperoni sausage combination.
Yeah, but he might not like sausage.
That's why I want to know what they like. We didn't actually go into that detail. Thank you very much.
Okay, so since we're going out
No,
tomorrow, what
that
are we going to
wasn't
be
as
talking
funny as
about
what
tonight?
Joy did earlier, though.
Oh my God, your dog's your dog's goofy as shit.
What? She's getting
Joy-
very vocal.
Joy, no,
No.
Joy
She walked
Joyce-
up to Lisa
walked up
for
to
Lisa to pet her.
and
Yeah.
as
Lisa
Lisa's
reaches
petting her,
over and
she
pets her,
rips
and
off
she
a good
just
one.
right in Lisa's face.
Oh, she does that to me all the time.
Dog belch,
That's one way of her
Dog
saying
bark.
hello.
dog burp. You can smell it.
Molly.
Her own ass at the time.
I see that.
Pepperoni and green peppers. Well, see, you got picky people in this room. You got one sitting over there.
Well, then make two
And we got
fucking
one
pi-
sitting
you're gonna
here.
have to make at least two
Well, I
fucking
am going to
pizzas.
make
All
two
right.
fucking pizzas.
Dumbass.
I do like the green pepper idea, though. And that's the thing, you know. Tanya and I will freaking eat anything
about
on
anything.
pizzas except for
anchovies
anchovies.
and shrimp.
I'll have shrimp on mine.
I'd eat-
I don't. Eat
I've actually had shrimp on my
I
pizza.
don't eat seafood.
And then of course you got Mr. Italian here, who if you say, I think we should put ham and pineapple on it, he'll go.
No, ham for him is fine.
No, but you put the ham and pineapple on it. That's her pizza.
That's mine.
That's her favorite.
The Hawaiian.
The Hawaiian
Yeah.
style pizza.
I look like almost like a Hawaiian hula
The-
girl today.
The place that's like a block and a half away from our house,
Yeah,
the brick oven
yeah. Brick house.
or
Brick
brick
house.
house, whatever.
Dumbass.
They have pizza. Their pizza is like really fucking close to the way mine is made. It's really good pizza. Anyway, what do you?
Hey, Tom,
are you talking?
Molly, are your life insurance policies paid up?
So what are you doing here? You went like this, and you're saying Tom and Molly. Are you looking for Tom and Molly?
No, I was-
Because you know this is a
I was looking because I thought I
This is
forgot.
a screen,
Just
okay?
shut the fuck up.
Whatever shows up here, you can't see behind.
No, you just pay attention to your own side over there. See this line? Don't cross it.
That
Stay
one?
on your own. That line right there.
Not that line.
Get your fucking hands on your own
Okay,
side.
I'm gonna have to find a bigger table because these two are just too close.
Social distancing. Man, if I could get 6
Yes.
feet away from you, it'd be fucking.
Canadian bacon. But it's ham.
No, it's called Canadian bacon, but it's
Ham.
still fucking pork. Yeah, never mind.
It's fucking pork.
We'll just call it. No, I was.
He came close to walking into it.
I
You
don't
know, you
trust
got to be
this
careful.
bastard. Fucking pig
By the
fucker
way,
over
by the
here.
way, Joe, you got to be careful when you walk behind pigs because you might step in their shit every now and then.
You see that look?
I wouldn't know.
Do you have a response?
Come on in the country and there's a farm.
I don't give a
outskirts
shit.
of Whitwater.
Who's that?
There's a pig farm. It's terrible.
You know, I don't.
You lose your lunch. Go fast.
You know, I don't care what it's like to step in pig shit. I know what it's like to step in cow manure or
So that would be tiny.
about as bad as
He
horse
wear-
shit and cow shit, I'm sure. And I've been around those farms.
He wears mega ultra hero size shirts, so that would be like that big.
Quadruple X.
Wait.
Ant-Man size when he's in the quantum universe.
That's bigger than mine.
I think we need like a microscope for that, or what?
Ant-Man size when he's in the in the
But-
quantum
but-
universe.
But I don't think we have the technology to make something that little.
I don't think.
I don't know.
I
We
don't
got
think I'd be
the-
able to make an emblem that little.
We got the PIM particles.
You need that. You need them like super magnifying type glasses that surgeons wear.
PIM particles.
Yes. I'll have to put that on stuff.
Jesus.
No, we're gonna have to make him a shirt that says Dr. Perv.
That's what she
Reporting.
just
That's what she just said.
Um,
You are not
Start
listening.
Take the
I got
potatoes
ringing-
out
no,
of
I
your
got ringing
ears.
in my ears. XL.
Yeah, XL works.
That works.
Good.
You print it first, then shrink it.
Really?
Kind of like a shrinky dink.
I remember those. I said it first.
So is that what you do to him with ice cubes?
I don't know. I'll have to try
Shrink.
that sometime.
Shrink your dick.
I'll have to try that sometime. Actually, it might make it
I
grow
already
even
got a
more.
dicky-doo problem anyway. My tummy's starting
What?
to stick out
Are
further
you
than my
sa-
dicky-doo.
Are you saying your dicky do what it wants?
Anywho.
You know, the kind of dicky do problem I'd like to have is whenever I get up in the morning, knock shit off of the fucking countertops.
They didn't get it right away, did they?
No, I didn't.
I got it.
I got it. Just didn't want to comment.
Yeah.
Why not?
See,
Yeah.
you know, it's bad enough to get the our age. You wake up in the morning and it's used like a kickstand to hold your ass.
Yeah, our age, when you hit our age, you kind of need it to keep from falling out of bed.
Exactly my point. Exactly my point.
Yeah, he's still young yet. Conversation went a whole different
Oh yeah.
Oh.
range.
I remember the conversation
Well,
earlier
I don't
when
think
you
we're
were
in this
talking
universe
about.
anymore.
No.
Not with that conversation.
I remember the conversation earlier when you were talking about your graduation pictures.
I ain't talking about no graduation.
Yeah, you were. You were talking about something about graduation pictures and how you didn't get them professionally done, but actually you did because you went to the same photographer that Flintstones went to,
Yeah,
and they
oh,
used
fuck
that chisel and hammer.
I'll have to engrave one.
No,
Enjoy Dino.
wrong type of dog.
I know.
Wasn't Dino that dinosaur?
Yep,
That's what I
Brontosaurus.
thought.
That's what we're talking about, Joe.
Joy's too
Oh,
much.
Lordy.
Joy's got the personality though.
Yes,
Yeah, she has Dino's personality. That's for damn sure.
Got to be the center of attention.
She's laying her sleep.
My boner makes
She's got her eyes open like.
me spring out of bed when I roll over in the morning.
So, Dr. Perb, you're telling me that you pole vault over Molly. Do you use that as an advantage to get to the bathroom first?
I'm sure your woman gets to the bathroom in the morning. They're going to be in there for hours, you know. They must be awfully lonely if they're spending that kind of time in the bathroom.
Oh, boy.
Anyway,
Let's get back on topic.
Bet you can't
well,
guess what they're doing.
I'm
Hello. Let's
I'm
get
wondering,
back on
you know,
topic.
we're talking some stuff here, but our topic thing says, oops,
Uh-huh. You got a touch
Says,
screen.
welcome. Yeah, I forget that it's a touch screen. Welcome to season 2 of Insane Asylum.
Yeah, well, that's what it's supposed to be. But do you think has anything ever stayed on topic lately? No.
I don't think anything
So
stays
what-
on
Has-
topic anymore.
We have back in the day when we were actually talking about this stuff. We stayed on topic quite a bit.
So, what can our viewers expect from our future investigations as the year goes by?
I did that
Wow!
on purpose.
Wow, that was
I
just.
did that on purpose just to screw with her.
They're
And
both
he
at
hadn't even
loss
got an
for
answer.
words.
Well, what do you think's going to happen? We've got new places to go.
Well, and
That's
to answer that question, we've got like 4 or 5 different places that we actually have permission to get into. We've got all these new toys that we got to play with, and I'm glad I
Starts tomorrow.
got to see what he decided
It
to
starts
order
tomorrow.
and get him to get
The rest
rid of
them
it
they'll
and
have
get
to
a new
wait,
one,
But we're not going.
because it's better to have matching ones if we do it like that, because we can interchange our batteries.
Yes.
We
may-
should get more batteries. We should
right.
get another set of batteries for the digital cameras, and then possibly some more of the bigger batteries, the singles for the
Well, that's
two
stuff to
thermals.
talk about off the show. But anyway,
Whatever. We talk about whatever we talk about.
we ain't going to go back to older locations.
There is one older
Maybe-
location that I
No,
am
hold
definitely
on.
going back
Let me finish
to.
what I said. I said there was going to be an exception. There's 2 exceptions to that rule. Because there's 2 locations we will be going back to again because we have the newer equipment, and they warned us to go back there with the newer equipment and check out what
Yes.
happened last time.
Yes.
Well, the one we didn't even get to go as far as what we wanted
And
to.
the second one, the second location that we will be going back to, hopefully, we had tried to get scheduled last year, and see, we're not going to give a whole lot away because we want to keep some things a secret, because it's kind of a suspense. But
What? Ghost broke my pipe.
It broke his
So
pipe.
was its name, and it smashed. It hurts.
Hi,
really
Ashley.
personal to me. Oh, that's getting a little
Yeah, that would be getting personal.
very personal.
It's already
Yeah.
gotten personal after what I talked to him about.
yeah, with the bird feathers.
Yes, with the
Yes.
bird.
All right, now back to what I was
I'm gonna
saying.
do what I can.
The one location, the only reason we couldn't get out to it last year was because Mother Nature was being a bitch.
Well, the thing is, the one location that wouldn't be going there again because this is a totally different area of that.
Well, it's still the
of that
same
place.
location looking for the same beast or the same entity. I mean,
Excuse
it's
me.
still looking for the same thing, but just in a
Yeah, but
close by location.
we're gonna have
that we were
it's gonna be
before.
better for us because we're gonna have
all these new toys,
like
like
we'll
the
have
thermal imaging cameras.
our new toys and everything.
Yeah, It'll be nice.
I do have a question.
We've got the trail camera for outside. We want to go look.
You know,
for
and
Bigfoot.
if anybody
All right,
else
what's your
that's
question?
watching us has questions to ask.
I do have a question.
Well, ask your question.
Now that you have all this new equipment,
Yeah.
why would you not go back to places you've already been at just to see with them
Because-
if you could?
All right.
There's
I'll
a
gi-
couple
I'll give
of
you
the
a perfect
places that we've
example.
already
Let me
been
give you
to
a
that's
perfect
just kind
example.
of
Okay.
not worth.
I'll give you a perfect example of a why not.
Okay.
Okay. And the perfect example of why not is actually the first location we started this all with, and that's Sanatorium Hill. One, we can't go back. We can't get into the building yet. I mean, that's still a goal on our list someday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But two,
That's definitely something I wanted
that
to do.
particular area,
Ow.
the outside of the building to us, or to me personally, I don't know, but I can't speak for Mark, but to me, is pretty much debunked. The outside of the building.
Kind
I
of,
think
yeah.
if there's a lot of activity there, it's more associated with the inside of the building and the old parts of the structure. You know, like on
And
the basement.
after what I
Okay.
after speaking with a person who has worked in the basement there, it makes me want to go there.
Well,
Being able to get in there
well,
and
that's
go there
where-
and do
that's
this
where-
even more.
that's where my cousin, before she retired, her
I
and her
think
friend were
your
down there in the
cousin-
basement. They were down in the
I
basement.
think your cousin was afraid to even try and get us permission
I think
because
so too, but
I think it scared her too much.
well, I think so too because
That's
it was just her and her friend.
that's
and they
my
were down there
opinion.
smoking a cigarette, taking a break, because that's where they had to go at the time. And yeah, they saw an old.
Whoa.
They
Yeah,
saw-
actually, that could very much be something. That could even be what's causing some of your problems, Tom.
they saw a very old.
I'd have to take a look at those, possibly get some pictures and do some
what
research
do they call
on them.
medical tables that they the gurney things, you know.
The
gurneys.
gurneys?
Yeah.
That's what they are.
So
Gurney.
she saw a very old one made out, the wooden ones, from way back in the day. or
Yeah, that
whatever,
would be back from when
and
it was
moved
built.
in this hallway when they were down there, and there was a wheelchair.
Well,
that moved.
there is a guy that I spoke with who came out to
I have a bunch of.
to our location, our work location, to work on our phone lines.
Ooh,
Mark was just telling
yeah.
them about that. Talking to
But
them about that.
I never.
and I
looked
got to
into
talking
that
with
kind of
this
a
guy.
History
Witchcraft.
of Grafton,
of that area.
of that
yeah.
area. Yeah.
But the guy I was talking to, okay, he was
I mean,
working
it
on
never came
our
up in the research that I was doing. But.
he was working on our phone lines there at the office. And I'm not gonna say his name. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna to tell who he worked for. It's just a phone company. That's it. But he did work down in the basement of
shit.
of the Sanatorium Hill because they had their switch boxes and everything
Oh
down
wow.
Oh come on! This autocorrect shit is.
there. Don't
Hey,
you
Joe?
love autocorrect? So
They did it
anyway,
again.
um,
I'll have to ask him. When
talking
he's done.
to him, he said he had to go down there by himself. And he said it just immediately, as soon as he walked through the threshold, he started feeling the hair on his neck stand up, and he got that eerie feeling like I want to get my shit done and get the
Hold
fuck
on.
out of here.
Hold on. Okay. All right. I got a question.
No, I
How-
had to finish this.
I know, I
had
know.
to finish this.
I got a question after reading this. I got a question for you, Tom. How sure are you that they are witchcraft symbols? I mean, they could be some kind of like religious symbols to keep something out or evil spirits.
Well,
you know,
he's telling you now too. He says it's spray paint. I thought it was just, prank
Pink-
kids. He said
punk
accidentally-
punk
Punk
kids.
Punk kids.
Yeah.
No, I got it. But the thing is, though, are you sure it's actually spray paint?
Was it there when you moved in?
Well, I'm pretty sure it probably was there when they moved in.
Well, like I
So-
said, from what I read, that whole area that we're going to tomorrow, the whole area has got some very
Yeah. upside down
a little bit
Pentagon.
of, it's like
A
weird,
and it's not a
disturbing
pentagon,
type
by the
of
way. It's a
history to it.
pentagram.
You know, and some of this
But-
history dates back like early 18 to mid 1800s, some of it, and without knowing certain details, like I said, about the one house,
It was there when they moved in.
you know, considering that this house was built after this happened, who knows if their house was built on the spot where that house was destroyed that I was talking about, where the guy got taken out of his house and then dragged through the streets, and then they went back and they
Because
you
he
know,
was a
just-
he was a conscriptionist for the army.
right, and so they basically said
That
there.
was the I
He
believe
was a
if I'm
commissioner, the
if I-
draft commissioner during the Civil War
draft.
era.
I thought it was draft
No,
constrict.
no, commissioner. He was, anyway, they
Of
drug him
course, he's
through the
going to do
street.
this to me and make me screw it up. Anyway.
It doesn't matter. They drugged the guy through the street, and then they went back to his
conscriptionist.
house and
I thought that's
destroyed
what their
furniture
official
and stuff like that.
titles were.
But then again, like I said, there was also the kind of
and unless I look
strange-
it up and find out, I'm not going to.
strange, unique history around that surrounds the fire department, like how it came about and how it came about so sudden. And there's a lot of speculation on why, but
Well, it just depends.
there's not a whole lot of evidence or records to back the speculation up yet. I mean, I've tried to dig up as much as I can, and I need more.
I'm going to
Well,
have a lot.
That's what the draft is actually called.
I need
conscriptions.
Was conscript.
what I need
conscription.
is
So if you got drafted, you were conscripted into the
Yep.
army. Okay.
what I need is for this
so basically same,
thing to be
same
lifted.
difference, Commissioner.
Once this thing gets
Well, that's
lifted,
the thing,
I
you know,
can
that's
go
what I
into
thought
town
maybe,
to some of
you
these
know,
places
Yeah.
and try to
wondering.
talk and find some people that have been around for a while to find some other
Like I said,
unique history.
I wasn't sure.
and
I'd have to-
maybe search the actual physically search some of. I know not everything in a historical society or their records is going to be online or can be accessed online.
No, not everything.
So
Some
I
of the
mean,
records
some of
that
this
haven't been
research I
digitized
might
yet.
have to physically go to like their state historical society there, or whatever, and to find out the information I need to find out. Yeah, Chamber of Commerce, maybe
Oh, excuse me.
and I need to cross-reference some old maps
Yeah, it
to try
seems
to
that
find
way.
out, if maybe
I'm guessing from
it's
the wrong
land
end.
or if it's the house. It could be. I mean, like we did in the one episode, we went over what was it, six different types of ghosts and spirits hauntings.
Something like that.
And
But
and
there
there's
are
so
more
many
than
there's so many different types and so many different reasons as to why it could happen. So you got to look into all of these different angles of what it could be, and you got to keep an open mind about it all because it could be anything, because there are those people that are gonna have you come out and do something, and it could be a hoax because they're fucking with you. In this case,
Yeah.
it's not a hoax.
I don't
because
believe
it's scaring
this-
the hell out of it.
I don't believe this to be a
it's
hoax.
a whole lot of difference.
Okay.
There's a whole lot of difference there.
We've
you
already talked about this with,
And-
with Tom and
know?
Molly
and Dr. Perv will tell you this, that if you're good at reading people and stuff and find tells and stuff like this, and you'll be able to, just by body language on somebody is going to give away a lot.
Yeah.
And I trust I trust these people because I know them, but I mean they're more scared than wanting us down there to prove something. They want us more to see if we can get rid of it type thing or something, or calm it down or
Well,
something like that. But
that's the thing. There's
bust
a lot.
it, maybe
There's a
even
lot there I got to
document it
look
better,
at.
but or find out why it's happening, or
There's a lot I got to
they
look
want
at.
answers.
So
they're not in it for the fame. See, some people are in it to try to get on those shows,
So,
and that's not right either.
how long is your show going to be tomorrow, guys?
So you got to be very careful when you're talking to people and watch the body language and try to,
He says he would have broke a glass. He wouldn't have. He wouldn't have broke his pipe. That's sentimental.
No, that's got to be a bitch.
No, I got you on that, Tom. I quite understand that.
2 hours.
So you'll be done around 4-ish. Okay. I know. I want to be able to look around a little bit before it gets too dark, especially now that you said that you got this
Yeah, I want to see
stuff
that.
in your garage or your shed or whatever.
Make sure cell phones. Hey, everybody, make sure cell phones are charged so you can use them as a camera.
She
Take
says she's going to
pictures.
be. Molly said they'll be doing a bonus after the show. So, no, I just don't want to step on you guys. I want to make sure we're there at a decent time, but I don't want to step on you guys. That's why I want to kind of know. Want you guys to do what you have to do.
Oh, all I know is it's going to be interesting.
Oh, it's going to be interesting.
It's
Going to
going
be
to be
fun.
and it's going to be a first.
And I definitely want
This-
people to be comfortable, though.
This is going to be a private house investigation compared to public land or other places that we've done. So this is going to be
Like I said,
very
I want
unique
to do what I
to
can
start our
to
season off with. It's not the show we wanted to
to
start our
help.
season off with, but
hey,
it's the perfect show to start the season off with anyway.
It'll be something that we were planning on doing in the first place.
I know, but I mean, it was supposed
It
to
may be a
be
different format from the first show, but
I know,
it may be like I said, maybe a different format from what
but
our first show was going to
from
be.
what
but
I read,
you know what?
from what I
Doesn't matter.
read,
It's gonna
and
be,
from
it's
what
gonna
I
be
know,
just as good.
but from what I've read and from what I know, this is one place in town that we're going to be going back at least a couple of more times, or
All
at
right.
least one more time or two more times after this for other things because the town's got so much rich history and is actually known, on a lot of different places, state historical society places and so on and so forth as a ghost town in Wisconsin. So, and because of some of the places, well, like the mill and the one hotel,
Yeah,
and
Grafton's
stuff like this.
Grafton's like mid 1800s from what you found, isn't it?
Yeah, but it wasn't called Grafton then.
Well, no, I mean that location or that area was starting to be developed.
It was
I think in the mid 1800s.
It was like a lumbering community.
In the early 1900s, it was called Grafton.
Right, but in the 1800s.
1800s
In
when it
the
was first
1800s
being
is
formed.
Uleo.
ULAO.
Uleo.
Yeah,
Uleo.
right. And it
Uleo.
was a lumbering town.
Yes.
So
The
They were
mill was
using-
right on the Milwaukee River.
yeah, they were using the river.
Okay,
They were using
What
the river to.
the fuck? Why is it every time we do a show, we got these goddamn moths that come in
I
here
don't
and
know.
start fucking
and,
with
and
us?
you think the mothballs would have gotten rid of them by now?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Those things stink.
Yeah, they do.
he included the bonus in the 2 hours, maybe 3.
Yeah, so they're gonna start around 2. Yeah, we'll figure it.
Between 4 and 5.
In other
We'll
words, if we
figure
get
it.
there between 4 and 5, we should be good.
Just want to make sure. That's why like I said, I want people to be comfortable. And,
Nobody's ever comfortable around you.
Well,
You're
that's
expecting
just
a lot.
that's just what you're talking. That's your opinion.
Oh, fuck off,
You're never comfortable around me.
dumbass.
You're never comfortable around me because I usually make you look stupid.
No, it's the other way around.
Whatever.
Dead air.
Dead air.
What about dead air?
Dead air. Dead air. Dead air.
Nobody's
dead air.
talking.
Well, he's supposed to be talking,
No, not always. You're the.
and I was just now
you're
talking. I
the
was
other
just now
host.
chewing him.
You could fucking talk too.
I was watching them all.
You got a mouth. Oh wait, that's your asshole attached to your face.
See, I annoy him so well that he has to insult me all the time.
You insult me every time you walk through my front door.
See, here it is again.
The chemistry. It's just unreal.
Well, you know, the chemistry between
They're not
us is
talking
like.
at the same time. They're not talking at all.
I know,
You know,
that's what
you-
sucks.
you
And then
get-
you get dead air.
All right, then I'm gonna sit here.
You're
And I'm
gonna
not-
sing here? I don't want to hear you sing.
He's actually a good singer.
Fucking gonna kill my
I'm
ears.
just gonna sit here.
He's a good singer. Especially when he sings Girth.
It's bad enough I got to eat his pizza tomorrow.
Well, you know, you can always go pick up your own shit and
I
make
might
your
do
own
that. A
stuff.
tombstone might taste better.
Go for it.
That's a
I'm
lot.
sure we can find a cemetery for you,
Oh,
so you
fuck
can get a
off.
tombstone. Would you like one made out of
I don't have
granite?
to go to the cemetery. I'm talking about the find
Marble?
you find in any grocery freezer.
Hey, you want one made out of granite, marble, wood? Well,
I'm not dying. I told you motherfuckers I'm immortal.
I'm
gonna be
not
here-
saying you're
I'm gonna be
dying.
here
You
for
said you want a
fucking ever.
tombstone.
You're a Twinkie. We know
That it would taste
You
better.
know what kind of tombstone I'm talking about, asswipe. Stop being a smart ass. Oh, wait. Dumbass.
No, I think I'm pretty well smart.
Could have fooled me.
Can you feel the
Can you feel the love in the room?
See, our chemistry is kind of like mixing
Oil and water.
bleach and
Oil
Gas and
vinegar?
sugar.
no. It's kind of like mixing
Bleach and baking soda?
no, like mixing bleach and Clorox. You know,
Clorox is
No,
bleach, you
not Clorox.
dumbass.
What's the other one? Ammonia, bleach and ammonia.
Oh.
That's an explosive, gassy situation.
That's a toxic cloud.
Yeah. You are a toxic cloud. That's why you wear that color. It fits.
No, actually, I wear this color to work because the guy that we got that I work with, the other driver.
Can't see you?
No, I'm sorry to say.
I would.
Okay, he's an alright guy, but I'm sorry to say the fucker
I mean,
does
if you
not
saw
know how to
Mark
drive a
standing there when you
forklift.
step on the gas going, hit it!
I can drive a
Ass and
forklift.
sugar.
My mom used to drive.
Oh my god.
Ass and
No, I
sugar.
said gas and sugar. Like gas.
Ass and
Adding
sugar.
sugar to the gasoline tank.
So is that how they make sweet chocolate?
Yeah, adding ass and sugar. And then they call them shitballs.
Yes, we'll take some
Yeah, it's
melted.
those little
I'm
dingleberries.
gonna take some
you know,
melted
you just put
chocolate
some
and put
sugar
it on
your
my ass.
and then you pull off all those
And then I'm gonna pull
dingleberries
it out
hanging
and
around
go-
all the ass hair, and then
Oh, that's way too much information.
Well, you know, he just informed everybody what he does. And that kind of explains Joe a little bit there. You know what? Can I ask you something?
no.
What is this? What the fuck is this?
It's called
What
having,
is this?
It's called having bad hands and flipping you off. So fuck off.
Or this? How about you go like that?
How about this?
Just like.
Do you want Do you want to be able to go home with him tonight?
Just let me drive it all over the place.
You might be driving yourself.
What do you do to
I don't know, but I'm gonna have to bury the body. I know
He
that.
don't know.
And I'm not sure if I
He
got the
has
strength
no
to
clue.
even do that at the
He
point.
has no clue what he's
I
planning.
don't know if I can
or
dig
what he
a
wants
hole
to
big
try to
enough
do.
put his fat ass in. Fucker. I'll just throw him out in the lake out there. Well, no, that might not be deep enough either.
You got pretty good
In his eyes, that's just a little pond.
You know, I could put 2.5 bodies in my trunk.
Good to know. I'm gonna stuff your ass there and drive your car off of a cliff. Nobody will know.
How big is your trunk?
I don't know.
Was it only 2 bodies?
I think we can fit 3.
Yeah, if they were
No.
midgets. can barely fit fucking groceries in that car some days.
Says you.
With a couple of cases of soda and a gallon of milk,
but
you
no,
can barely fit in that
at
groceries.
some time this year, if we could possibly do it, I want to go down by the Quad Cities.
Quad Cities? Why? What's down there?
Just south of them is
Just
that
south of
Crybaby Bridge.
Oh, we're back on the Crybaby Bridge again.
I really want to go check that out.
Well, I've got a
Because there's a lot around
got a
that
bucket list
is
too,
showing.
Devil's Punch Bowl.
Well, yeah, I want to hit the Devil's Punch Bowl and stuff like that, but
Big, what is that? Black Cat Mountain or Big Cat Mountain? They call it the state park or whatever. That's out that way, on the way to Devil's Punch
I'm just
Bowl.
saying that one down there. It's down the by the quads. And
My
it's
trunk
just,
is huge. I put 4 deer in and closed it. That's a big ass fucking trunk.
That's a huge trunk. What kind of car is that? Is that one of those boat Cadillacs from 1980s?
Now,
Sounds
was that
like it.
full
Maybe a
size
Lincoln.
deer or was that chopped up deer?
Maybe the old Lincoln from the 70s
The old Lincoln. Yeah.
with that big ass wheel tire trunk.
Oh
you
my
know?
Jesus Christ!
You could fit at least 5 bodies in those fucking trunks.
Hey, you
back
know
in the
what?
day.
I know
had
for a fact.
73 Mark IV and
I know for a fact that those
the car
1970
I have.
Dodge Chargers,
Ooh.
those 70 Chargers, I know
Yeah.
for a fact that if you cut the wheel well out and you put a pair of 265s on the ass and a 21-gallon fuel cell in the trunk, it pretty much takes up the entire trunk.
Yeah, and you could, and you could, but you could still fit that 2 crates of moonshine. So you could do the moonshine.
No, those sit on
moonshine
the
run.
those sit on where it used to be the back seat.
He asked me on the way to your house today.
Hey, it was a perfect
If we
moonshining
had an
car back
opportunity
then.
to go to Europe, if I would sit in the car in the Autobahn going over 200 some odd miles an hour, I said, yeah, just buckle me in really tight. and
With-
I'll go.
With him, he's got a '95 Toyota Camry and full
Or
4 deer.
In other words, not cut up.
Wow.
With him driving on the Autobahn?
No, you could go.
Oh, dude, if I
Uh-uh.
ever had the
I don't think so.
opportunity to go over to Europe
My cousin
Nope,
drove
nope.
everywhere.
and tour Germany and go down, like
If he was
France
driving,
and
no
Italy
way.
and stuff like that, and be
I
able
hope
to
nobody
like
else would be on the Autobahn when that happens.
and be able to like rent a like one of those McLaren mid-engine cars, 12-cylinder with a
The whole
freaking
conversation
6-speed.
started by seeing some hot sports car in the parking lot of
The Kerns.
Oh, and he started going all goo goo gaga over it, huh?
I can't help it.
I didn't see it. We went
So
past
Well,
so
what was it? Yesterday I
I
was
think-
on the interstate
I-
coming home.
I think he can't do
and
that.
I caught
though.
myself doing 90.
You know,
Yeah,
I think they
it's not hard to do in that car.
I think Mark's been banned from driving on the Autobahn. They don't have enough ambulances to cover the damage he might do.
How can I be banned from the Autobahn whenever I've never been over there?
They know your driving skills.
I have never been out of the United States.
A word got to him. Word got to him about your driving.
I think it'd be fun as hell,
Your
actually.
driving's about as bad as your cooking. Nobody's
You know,
safe when
he's
you're doing
sitting here
either.
talking smack about my
But yeah,
cooking,
look at what happens when you.
but yet
make
he
your pizza.
eats it, no complaints.
It's because I'm starving.
So we're
And there's
gonna get
nothing
to
else
see.
around.
We're gonna get to see tomorrow what everybody
I
else,
got an excuse for
what
everything, don't I?
Molly and Tom think of my pizzas.
Yeah, you should have done this the right way. See, this is where we should have had that competition.
Competition, my ass. You know I'd wipe the floor with you.
Oh, you would not.
Whatever.
When you guys were grilling the pizzas.
Well, that didn't
And
work so
breaking
well.
my
That,
pizza stones.
that was an experiment.
That was his fault, not mine.
That was an experiment.
That was his fault.
Broke the pizza stone because you got the grill too hot.
That was
Yeah,
his.
those things are only made for like up to 400 or 500 degrees.
And it just
200
disappeared.
pound 8-pointer, and he was wondering if it would fit in my trunk. He threw it in, and it just disappeared. We had plenty of room.
And Tom had to crawl inside to go look for it.
It's like throwing it into a well.
Sounds like it's
And it's a
got an echo. Has it got
2005.
an echo?
It's a 2005
Go,
camera.
hello?
So you can
Hello?
hold a
Anybody in my
concert back
trunk?
there. Set it up right, and you can turn it into a concert hall.
That's what people used to do back in the day with the trunks of cars.
When
Speakers,
if I had my Regal,
Bose speaker was,
if I still had my '84 Buick Regal, dude, it would have made your trunk look small.
what?
My brother had
My
one of those
'84
too.
Buick Regal.
Those were a boat of a car.
That was a beautiful car. I loved it.
Didn't say it wasn't a beautiful car. I said it was a boat of a car.
Lots of
It
room
was a
in
big
that car.
But then again, a lot of the cars back then were big. Even the gutlesses were big back then.
And the thing is, with that Regal, I had a speaker box inside. I had the speaker box in there with a pair of 12s and a amp mounted to the back of it, and I still had a lot of room in there.
Everybody had speaker boxes in their cars back then.
Yeah.
Man, it's the only thing I moved from one car to the other all the time was my speakers, my amp, my stereo, and then the musical horn that I always had hooked up to my cars too back then, and the CD radio. All that
Really?
stuff went from
Musical
one car to
horn?
the next.
Because you thought you had to be like the
No,
Dukes of Hazzard.
No,
Yeah.
it actually did have the
Yeah,
Dixie horn
he
on it,
always
but
every time he fucking
the one I
honked it,
liked-
it was the Dixie horn,
No.
and everybody looked at him like
No.
he was a fucking weirdo.
No, the one I liked most was like that one that you would associate with like a hearse. You know, it kind of had a like an old. It almost sounded like an Undertaker theme song, you know, type thing. Yeah, it was kind of cool. It was a real programmable big. It had like a programmable thing that you had to mount. This was back in the day when, if you wanted cruise control, do you know what cruise control was back then?
Yeah, you put a brick on the pedal after you got it to the
almost
speed
as
you
bad,
wanted.
Almost as bad, but there was a device. There was a device you could get, and it was like a chain that went down and hooked onto the gas pedal in a certain way, and then you'd screw it in place, and then the chain came up, so that it came up to this thing, so that when you press the gas pedal, you did this, and then it kind of set in. So it wouldn't automatically turn off when you hit the brakes. It wasn't the best thing in the world, but you know, I guess it's showing my age, how old I am too. But,
Yeah, it's showing your age a lot.
I mean, that's what cruise control was like back then. If you wanted it in your car cheaply and you didn't have it to begin with, it wasn't fucking factory installed and everything.
Well, that's called the
That's
redneck
almost like
way.
how them you know, people could get when they first came out and the car alarms, you know, were being put in cars and stuff. And now you could get this to turn.
How the
your
hell
car
do we
on.
get off on this
I
shit?
don't know, because you started with a general in the trunk, and he's talking about putting deer in the
Oh,
trunk.
subject again.
Yeah,
Well,
it
that's
happens.
the thing, you know. We're supposed to be talking about what we were going to be doing.
She had braids in all that time. Her hairs were wavy.
Now she's
That's
got to.
all.
Now she's got to go
Anyway.
straighten it.
So now, what else is on your bucket list? You got the Crying Bridge,
It's not the Crying Bridge. It's Cry Baby Bridge.
Okay, whatever.
Get it straight.
Fuck off. I don't have to.
Why he wants to go there?
Doesn't matter. Anyway,
Do you know the history of it?
no.
The
I
legend
haven't-
of it?
Why should I have to look up something we haven't even come close to going to yet? You know, if you say it's a good idea, well, then we go check it out.
I just want to go check it out. I think it's
Alright.
pretty cool.
See? And we got
Take a
Devil's
weekend.
Punch Bowl. We've got.
And I'm sure there's
one
other
place
places
that's not
down there
really-
we can
there's
go
another
to other
place
than
that's-
just that.
There's another place that's
It
not,
isn't. It is near the quads,
There is
and
a
the
couple of
quads do
places.
have a lot of history on them too,
There is a couple of places.
and all that's along the Mississippi.
Hold on. There is a couple of places I want to check out that aren't even really paranormal either. Well, one could be, I don't know, but one you got to go into the cornfield. I want to go to the spot where the day the music died.
Oh, I've been there.
Yeah,
I-
well,
I still
I don't
wanna go
know if
there.
I want to take you to a cornfield
Fuck
because
off.
you're going to be like those people that go to the fucking
Children of the
corn
Corn?
mazes and they go out in the maze, and then it starts getting dark, and they can't find their way out,
Oh,
so they
whatever.
get their
Oh,
cell
fuck
phone
you.
out, and they call 911, and we're lost in the cornfield. We don't know how to get out. We're in this corn maze. Well, why don't you just walk one direction? You'll find it'll
I
end.
went to the place where they last played.
Yeah.
Did you? I wasn't too far from there. The other one is not where my son had his wedding, but the state park, Devil's Lake State Park. He was at Devil's Head Resort.
Yeah.
I want to go to Devil's Lake State Park. Okay, because there's a couple of
The
places.
one place in Wisconsin where there's rattlesnakes.
Well, too bad.
I dealt with rattlesnakes when I was down in Mississippi and shit.
Anyway,
My cousin, he ran a rattler over. It bit his tire, and after it bit his tire, it flattened it.
did you ever see the movie The Curse?
The curse.
You wouldn't have seen it.
Well, I've seen Christine, and I've seen
No, The Curse.
a movie called Thinner.
No, it was called The Curse. And it was a bunch of nobodies. It was like
I may have seen it. I don't know what
It's kinda like
what
a
era was it
B
filmed
title.
in.
It was like a B title horror film. It would have been the late '80s.
It's possible.
It was there was one scene in there. The dude got bit by a snake or something like that, and then his hand and stuff started turning into a snake and stuff like this. It was like a curse. But anyway, there was one part in there where they were driving down the road, and it just because you said it bit my car, and oh,
It
this
didn't
is-
bite
this
my
is a-
car. It
this
bit
is
my
a scary
cousin's
thought.
car.
Well, whatever. If you ever drove down the road and you ran over a bunch of snakes, do you know what could happen?
You can
You could hydroplane.
get off the road.
Yeah,
I
it's
know.
almost like hydroplaning in water. Well,
Yeah.
they had a scene like that. And, oh my god, ugh. I hate snakes. But for what I know, but for what I know about this state park, Devil's Lake State Park, and from what I know about it, and from what I've read and seen, it's worth the risk to check it out.
Didn't you also want to go up to Price County?
That's looking for Bigfoot.
A state forest up there.
Yeah. But see, there's like there's in
You know,
Devil's Head-
I'm kind of curious about something.
Devil's Head Lake. The
What?
state park's got some paranormal activity.
I was gonna say, he looks like he's thinking.
There's some paranormal
can always
activity
tell when
surrounding
Mark's
that
thinking
state
'cause he
park.
gets this look.
Plus, there's a place called the Rock of Gibraltar. Have you ever been there?
Well, I heard of the Straits of Gibraltar.
Oh, this is the Rock of Gibraltar. It's a fucking cool site up there. So, it's
But
a
I'm still
Devil's-
curious about something.
What are you curious about? If you're an alien,
Well, with Bigfoot.
likely.
What about Bigfoot?
What about Bigfoot?
Well, don't you wonder why they call him Bigfoot, not Big Dick? Because according to legend, the dick's about the size of the foot.
Maybe not.
Did you ever see that commercial on TV where she's talking
Uh-oh,
to Bigfoot?
no, see,
He
we're-
says, "Will you call me Bigfoot? My name is Daryl."
That's about as bad as the beef jerky commercials, and they're chasing the Bigfoot's chasing people.
I wonder, do you think Dr. Perv knows the answer to that?
I don't know.
Well, last thing I see is something about put his trunk up against it. And you know, are we
I
talking
put my
about car trunk?
I put my
Are we
trunk
talking about a
up
car
against
trunk
my
or
other
just a
trunk.
regular trunk?
Like your ass in.
I think he means his car trunk up against
I don't
any
know.
other car trunk.
Maybe he was talking about that his ass could fit 4 deer.
Damn, boy. You just so mean.
I told you I'm on a roll
Now
today.
we're going, now we're
Leave me the-
getting there.
Leave me the
Okay.
fuck alone. I'm on
I'm
a
gonna
roll
be I'm
today.
gonna
Well, we're at 54 minutes, people.
We don't need to know
So?
the time.
We're
Time has no
54
meaning right now.
minutes. Dude.
Time has no meaning.
That's right. Time has no meaning. I'm bored, so fuck you all.
No.
You're in trouble.
If we're gonna be doing stuff tomorrow, we got to be able
Yeah,
to.
I know. We got to be at our best, but we're gonna be starting season 2. Hopefully, after tomorrow, we can come up.
I
with
would say that we should
new
all take a nap
location for the-
tomorrow.
new location for our following weekend, and so on and so forth, so that we can keep going strong from this point on.
Well, the mattress will be
I'm
there
gonna
in
be
the morning.
kind of busy tomorrow.
Hold on.
I have some T-shirts to make.
But we want to start looking into new locations.
Don't fall asleep.
And we want to start looking into new locations
That might
for
make
the
people
weeks
think that
after.
it's boring.
Because starting
Not
season 2
boring.
tomorrow means we got to keep looking for new places to go that we haven't been to before. That we can
Yeah, but
still
see,
go
the
to
problem with
this.
that
I know.
is we're still in lockdown.
I know. That's
Yes
the other
and
thing I was
no.
saying.
I mean, how can we be in total lockdown when they open state parks?
Yeah, like I said.
Well, we can go to state parks. The only problem is we got to get the permits.
Well, we will get
Which
that
is about
permit.
$30.
Yeah,
we got to
checked
get a
into it.
permit so we can
$30.
Which
park
we
and then
checked into
go
it.
to the park and everything.
Yeah, we've already checked into
And
that,
we could
so-
probably go to some of the parks and stuff and have fun with them, but
And
that's,
cemeteries.
Yeah, but with cemeteries, the hard thing about that is we got to make sure we're not going to get in trouble going there. Most cemeteries will close by 10 o'clock, like the parks do.
We'll have to make sure we do our contacts, hopefully.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
lately
the
it's
whole
been
thing.
getting
I want to
dark
make
about
absolutely.
8:30.
Some of them
I know
aren't
this,
like,
but I'm just saying.
some of
I
them
just
aren't
want to
like
make
Eagle Road
certain.
Cemetery. He's concerned because some of them aren't like Eagle
Yeah,
Road
so a lot of them
Cemetery,
aren't
where
like
they're out in
Eagle
the
Road,
middle of
where they're out in the
bumfuck
middle of nowhere. Some of them that you want to go to or we want to go to are downtown.
Because we had no,
They're in the-
we had no
they're in
problem being
The
I
downtown
know
area.
one of them
in
is
Eagle
in
Road
like a
at like
residential
11,
area.
12
Yeah.
o'clock at night because nobody was out there, and you're not going to find somebody on a deserted country road at 11, 12 o'clock at night when they got better things to do.
There are some other cemeteries that are out on country roads.
Well, I'm just saying.
Yeah, you got
They
one
don't
right
know.
right down here from
But
you
not
guys.
all
Yeah,
of them have
there's-
history like Eagle Road
You never
does,
know.
or some of the
You
other
haven't
ones.
actually looked into any of them, other
We've
than
been to
that
quite
one.
a few, and most of them are in the center of town now.
But
Some of
it's
them-
just that,
some of the
that's
good
the whole
ones.
thing. I want to investigate a bunch of cemeteries again as well. But
Yeah, then we'll have to change.
and
the
then
name
Molly
again.
said there's a cemetery a few blocks from the house. Actually, here's the thing I found out about cemeteries and graveyards. And there is a difference. A cemetery is a standalone area without a church. A graveyard has a church attached to it.
Yeah, I know that.
Well, not everybody does,
No, but we
Mr.
talked about-
Brainiac.
we talked about this once before on our show. When we
I don't
were-
recall us talking about this
No,
before.
did. We did talk about the
See, she
differences.
doesn't either.
Well, she's
And she's got a brain that holds
No,
a lot of stuff
she
too.
don't remember what movie she watched 3 days ago. She'll be watching a movie and I'll be going, "Oh, you've seen this before." "No, I haven't." "Yes, you have. We watched this before together." "No, I haven't." "Yes, you have." And that argument will go on for a while, and then we realize, oh, she must have fallen asleep and forgot half of it. Well, yeah, a lot with her.
Watch it over again.
Well, I'm sorry. Work
Well,
exhausts me.
Yes, exactly.
Well, you know how much of a pain in the ass it is to watch the same Hallmark movie over and over again?
You know what? I've done it plenty of times.
Right across the street from a church.
Well, then I guess I can't go there.
You're not going to be walking into the church.
Yeah, but I might be close. I might be close enough where you'll all believe in spontaneous combustion.
Whatever.
Only if I light a lighter behind you.
Oh, fuck off, asswipe. One of these days he's going to regret these. Anyway, I guess it's time for us to go. This guy's getting to be too much.
I'm
and I gotta kick him out.
waiting.
Waiting for what?
The days that I'm supposedly regretting this.
Oh.
Oh,
Anyway, be sure to check us out at utterlyinsaneproductions.com for all your links to our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. Please be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It'll help us out a lot.
I like
And
that.
if you shop
You
at
almost said
Amazon,
describe.
please follow the link at the top of our webpage, and we get a little kickback with every order you make
Maybe.
through Amazon.com. And we're out of here.
and
Bye.
since Sunday
We'll
is
see you guys tomorrow.
since
Bye,
Sunday
Molly.
is Mother's Day, I want to wish
Yeah,
all the
Sunday's
mothers
Mother's
out there
Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day, all you mothers.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day, you motherfucker.
I didn't say that part, did I? No,
No, I did.
because you're rude. You are rude.
Yeah, but Sunday's also something else. Tom might be watching. Hey, Tom, I got a question for you before I leave. You watching Sunday? The history-making event that's happening on Sunday? See if anybody falls off the roof of the building?
Oh yeah.
Wrestling. They're fighting their way through.
Money in the
Both
bank.
the men and the women at the same time are fighting
Fighting
their way through corporate headquarters.
WWE
From the
corporate
first floor
headquarters.
all the way to the roof, outside onto the
And the
roof.
belts or the
And the belts
not
are
the belts, the briefcases are
the
suspended
briefcases,
above
and they got to climb a
the
24.
ring on the top floor.
Yep. Yep. And the
Yes,
ring,
yes,
the ring
they
is
are.
set up. The ring is set up on the top of the roof of the corporate headquarters. Both briefcases will be hung there at the same time. Both the women's and the men's briefcases will be hung there at the same time. They both have to fight their way from the bottom to the top, and then they got to climb the 20-foot ladder to get the briefcase. And then they get on the roof of the building. One wrestler already threatened to throw other wrestlers off the roof of the building.
But they can't do
But
that because
the way
there's
it looks,
there-
they've got
there's-
barriers so that
Yeah.
it's not going to be.
and they got almost looks like they got kind of a garden up there too.
So it's going to be like for wrestling, it's kind of like a history-making match.
Yep.
And pay-per-view.
Event.
And seeing as how Tom's kind of a wrestling fan with Hulk Hogan and all of that.
Okay. So is
Anyway.
there anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, we are signing off. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Thank you for watching Insane Asylum. There is more to come from this investigation. Please visit utterlyinsaneproductions.com for all the links to YouTube, Facebook. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Add or follow us on Facebook for all the updates to this investigation and to watch to see what comes next. We can also be found any place you listen to your podcasts.